Today, we're going somewhere, but it's not a place you can find on any map. We're going right into the heart of a dream. You know, one of those fragile, beautiful worlds we build just to escape a reality that's a little too harsh. This is the story of Going Places.
And isn't that the truth? This is really the whole heart of our story. The idea that sometimes a dream isn't just an ambition. No, it's a lifeline. It's the only place where the world feels bigger and brighter and just more hopeful than the one you're actually stuck in.
So, let's meet Sophie. She's a teenager, just about to finish school, but honestly, her mind is already a million miles away. She lives in this incredible world she's built for herself, dreaming of a glamorous life that's so far removed from the smokestacks and tiny streets of her town.
And this is her opening shot. It's not a wish, it's a declaration. When I leave, she says, I'm going to have a boutique. And not just any boutique, mind you. It's going to be the most sophisticated shop the city has ever seen.
But see, a boutique is just the starting line. Her ambitions just keep growing. Next thing you know, she'll be an actress, because, well, there's real money in that. Or hey, maybe a fashion designer, a true icon, like Mary Quant. Every single dream is just another step up a ladder she's building to get as far away from her real life as possible.
And here's the turn. Because for every one of those beautiful dreams Sophie builds up in her mind, the world she actually lives in, well, it pushes back hard.
And this right here, this is the massive, gaping chasm between her dreams and her reality. While she's picturing Sophie's atelier, her friend Jancy, the practical one, drops the truth bomb. They're both earmarked for the biscuit factory. Her dream of some sophisticated life just doesn't square with the reality of her small, cramped, cluttered home.
Yeah, at home, that reality isn't just a fact on a slide. It's the very air she breathes. It's a small, steamy room that's just thick with the grime and exhaustion of the day. Her father, he's a man of few words and even fewer hopes, a constant physical reminder of the life she is so desperate to escape. There's just no room for delicate dreams in a place like this.
So this is the central conflict, isn't it? It's this constant tug of war. On one side, you have the endless, boundless world of teenage fantasy, and on the other, the harsh, unmoving truth of her circumstances.
Since Sophie can't really change her reality, she decides to do the next best thing, invent a new one. And this is where her dreaming turns into something else, something way more powerful. And it all revolves around a classic case of hero worship.
We've all been there, right? Hero worship. It's this intense admiration for some public figure who you've built up in your head. They stop being a person and they become a symbol, a stand-in for all your own hopes and desires. And for Sophie, that hero is the city's amazing young football star.
And then she says it, the bombshell. A claim so wild, it changes everything. She tells her brother, Jeff, trying to act all casual, I met Danny Casey. See, this isn't just a daydream anymore. This is a story she's decided she's going to live inside of.
The family's reaction? Pretty much what you'd expect. Her father just scoffs at her wild stories. Her little brother makes fun of her. It's only Jeff, her quiet, older brother, who offers just a flicker of, well, not belief, but maybe intrigue. And for Sophie, his tiny bit of engagement is all the fuel she needs to keep the fantasy going.
So this brings us to the climax of her fantasy. She's already told her brother that Danny Casey promised to meet her, so now she has to fully commit to the lie. She actually goes to wait for him.
And where does she wait? By a canal. This spot is so symbolic. It's a place that's neither here nor there, kind of caught between the industrial town on one side and the open fields on the other. It's really the perfect stage for someone who's trapped between their real life and their imagined one.
So she waits. As evening sets in, she plays out his arrival over and over in her head, imagining the perfect scene, how the world will react. As dusk settles, that hope is still there, but then total darkness falls, and with it, the weight of reality. The first pangs of doubt start to creep in, and that perfect fantasy starts to come apart at the seams.
He never comes. Of course he doesn't. He was never going to. And in that heavy silence, the whole grand dream just collapses.
So what happens when the dream finally breaks for good? Well, in the quiet that follows, the story's most powerful message really hits home. The story says that as she walks home, the weight of her reality, it becomes a burden she just can't escape from with fantasy anymore. She feels this deep, lasting sadness.
It's the kind of grief you feel when you lose not a person, but the possibility that person represented.
And really, this is the central truth of Sophie's story. Dreams absolutely can lift us up. They give us hope when reality is falling short. But her journey is a warning. When dreams stop being a destination you're working toward and they become a place you hide, they lose their power to inspire. And instead, they gain the power to break you.
So it leaves us with a tough question, doesn't it? At what point does dreaming stop being this positive, motivating thing and start becoming something that actually holds us back?
And to build on that, when does a dream stop being a goal you're actively trying to reach and start being an escape that you're just hiding inside of? It's a very fine line, and it's one that Sophie tragically crosses.
You know, maybe the final lesson here is that not all dreams are meant to come true. Maybe some are just there to help us test the boundaries of our world. And in the end, when they break, they teach us the hard truth of who we really are.